of any emergency. Thank you. I hope everyone has settled down. Yeah. A very, very pleasant evening and a warm welcome to all are present here. I am Dime and I am honored to be a host for today's evening program organized by the Institution of Engineers, India, Vadodara Local Centre on the National Engineers Day. I would like to request anyone from the audience who knows why do we celebrate National Engineers Day. Can someone guess, like, who is the national figure associated with it? Anyone? Correct, sir. Absolutely correct, sir. Engineers Day is celebrated on 15th of September in India to honor the birth anniversary of Sir M. Vishweshwarai, one of the India's greatest engineers and visionaries. Born in 1861, he was a pioneer in modern day engineering, known for his projects like Krishna Raj Sagar Dam, which is in Karnataka, right? And innovative flood control systems. This day recognizes his exceptional contributions, inspires all the engineers to continue shaping the nation with knowledge, creativity, and dedication. Today, we have come together to celebrate not just a profession, but a driving force of human progress, engineering. From bridges that connect the cities, from power plants that light up millions of homes, to innovations that shape our futures. Engineers are truly the builders of the society. So, as we begin today's celebration, let us illuminate the lamp. I request the dignitaries on the dais to come for the Deep Prajwalan. दीपो ज्योति परं ब्रह्म दीपो ज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतो मे पापं संध्यादीपं नमोस्तुते संध्यादीपं नमोस्तुते thank you. એમ કહેવાય ને દેવ કૃપા વિના કોઈ કાર્ય પૂર્ણ જ નથી. So let us now invoke the blessings of knowledge and positivity. Hence, let's welcome Pranjal with a soulful prayer.
We will start with the Ganesh Vandana. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakayeshu Sarvada. Now we will worship the goddess Saraswati. So I will pray for her. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambam Karishyami सिद्धिर भवतु में सदा. अर्थात देवी सरस्वती को नमस्कार, जो वरदान की दात्री है और इच्छाओं की पूर्ति करती है. हे देवी, जब मैं अपना विद्याभ्यास शुरू करता हूँ तो कृपया आप सदैव मुझे सही समझ की क्षमता प्रदान करें. थैंक यू.
સુર અને આ શ્રદ્ધાને જોડને બદલ ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર. Thank you Pranjal for a serene, wonderful prayer. To officially commence today's event, I now request Dr. Satish Kumar Joshi, Chairman of IEI Vadodara, to kindly come forward and address the gathering.
Good evening, everybody. It's my great pleasure to welcome you for a celebration of 58th Engineers Day. We are at Engineers Day. I welcome Chemburkar ji and my gurus which are sitting on of the dais, and I welcome you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much Dr. Joshi for your insightful words and officially setting the tone for the evening. So now our visionary speaker for today, Mr. Sudhir Chemburkar, is an accomplished engineer, entrepreneur and a respected leader whose career reflects integrity, innovation and excellence. A graduate in electrical engineering from MSU, he began his journey in Germany before returning to India to establish Digitronics in 1973, a name that continues to be synonymous with quality and trust. Over the last 5 decades, he has successfully managed and grown multiple manufacturing units, including prestigious joint venture with a German partner, serving global giants such as GE, ABB, Siemens and Alstom, while also powering India's backbone industries like defense, NTPC, ONGC and railways. Beyond business, he has contributed significantly to industry bodies like VCCI, GEO. Respected equally for his technical brilliance and business acumen, Mr. Chemburkar truly embodies how to engineering, when coupled with vision, can leave a lasting impact on both industries and society. Sir, you're welcome. I now request Dr. Joshi to kindly felicitate Mr. Sudhir with a symbolic tulsi plant as a gesture of respect and welcome. Sir, I would like you to share certain words. I request the dignitaries to go up the dais.
दिख रही सर
Good evening, Dr. Joshi, Mr. Pandya, Keur Bhai, Mankodi ma'am, R.C. Desai sir, and Damle sir. I am really happy to see Dr. R.C. Desai and Dr. Damle present in this lecture. Today, before I tell you something about deep tech and engineering excellence, I would like to tell you that I am coming from a family with 85 years experience in the field of engineering. Incidentally, this hall is the vision of my father, V.W. Chemburkar and Sri Nanubai Amin. Because of their effort in those days, they could build this hall. Now, as I told you that before I touch this subject, deep tech and engineering excellence, I would like to share my experiences in last 55 years, and I feel those will be helpful in understanding deep tech and engineering excellence. Almost in 60s, Jyoti was a big name. My father was working there as CEO and Nanubai Amin was MD, and I can see most of you must be knowing because most of you are above 50 and they are knowing about Jyoti's golden days. Jyoti had a big R&D in those days. They were working with HT motors, LT motors, HT switchgear, LT switchgear, turbines, relays, pumps, and even departments like solar, laser, fluidics. Nanubai Amin had a very great vision. So I still remember in 60s, all private industries in India decided that they should have a testing house where they can do testing as well as they can do development also. That testing house is ERDA, Electrical Research Development Organization. And in connection with that, all seniors from electrical industries, in those days Crompton was there, Siemens was there, Bharat Bijli was there, Kirloskar was there, NGF was there, and Bharat Heavy Electricals was there. Their MDs had come to our residence for dinner. And while taking dinner, one of the MDs told Nanubai that we are happy and thankful to you for developing technocrats. You develop those technocrats, we take them and appoint them in our organization. Because all those units did not have R&D or big design department. I still remember the answer which Nanubai had given to them. Nanubai told them that myself and Mr. Chemburkar started this in 44 to develop technology and technocrats in India. We are talking about deep tech now, but in those days, they wanted to train and develop good engineers who will be able to do good service to our country. So that was the type of vision which Nanubai had, and they did wonderfully well in those days. He said, I am not here to earn money, but I am running a self-supporting organization where I am lucky that I am able to develop these technocrats and technology. In those days, they received number of awards for inventing something first time in India. Then in 72, 71, when I graduated, those were the days then most of the students used to go to US for doing MS. So I discussed with my father, what should I do? He said, what is your plan? I said, I want to start something of my own. He said, in that case, why do you want to go to US and do MS and waste 2 years? I said, what exactly you want to convey? He said, if you want to start something of your own, then it is like open book test. You can consult your professors and other professionals when you run your own in it, but no need to go to US. But against that, you can go to Germany, stay there for some time, visit exhibitions and see what is manufactured by number of other units, and try to learn discipline, quality and their way of working in Germany. So I went to Germany. Now in Germany, you will not believe, in those days, 2 questions Germans asked me. Number 1, why Indians are doing so well in Germany and the same fellows are not able to do good in India? I had no answer. The second question they asked, that in Germany, when we work, we really work hard. And when we enjoy, we really enjoy. They used to tell me that we don't like this particular habit or quality of Indians, that they don't work hard and they don't enjoy hard. Now these things slowly inculcated number of qualities in me, because this is true that when they work like mad. So what I did, the company in which I was working, one day I requested the MD that I would like to go back and start something of my own. If you can spare some time and give me some ideas, it will be of great help to me. One Mr. Raishan was there. He told me that he will give 15 minutes in a month. Every month, last day of the month, he used to give 15 minutes, and during which he gave me number of good ideas. In 5th meeting, when I went, because I always saw him without any file on his table, even his secretary did not come and disturb him, no telephone call. So I asked him a foolish question. Sir, what is your function here? Because I had seen Indian executives with so many files on his table, number of checks to sign, number of orders to sign. So he said, I am not here to sign checks and orders. I am a thinker for the company. This is the first lesson I learned. This give take also, we have to remember that you have to be a good thinker. Then I said, right, you are a thinker, then what you do? He said, I will give you 2 examples. That today in the newspaper I read that in Japan they have developed something very good, what we are manufacturing. The specifications are better than ours and the cost is less than ours. So I said, what will you do? He said, I will go to Japan and check with the users that what they are saying is right. Those days were not of internet, website, computer, nothing was there. Maximum we had fax machine. So he said, I will go to Japan, check and verify that what they are doing is right. And if that is the case, he said, I will call Dr. Leonard and tell him, Doctor, stop what you are doing. come to Japan and try to understand what they are doing. Because his idea was, if somebody has already invested time and money to produce a product, there is no point in producing a product inferior to that. So it is always better that you start afresh, which will make better product or better design. This is also something, deep tech is something where we try, the basic idea is, it is fundamental research to produce better products, to produce better concepts. So there I learned that you have to be a good thinker in deciding this. There on the shop floor, I used to see one person, old person. He was their tool room manager. He used to come to the shop every day before coffee break. In Germany, you start at 7 o'clock. Coffee break is at 9 o'clock. This gentleman used to be there on the shop floor watching various processes, watching the components or instruments which they were manufacturing. One day I went and asked Mr. Roman that what are you doing there? You are from tool room. Every day you come and invest your time watching all this. He said, okay, after the coffee break you come to me. I will show you something. So he took me to one press where they were blanking. See, pack of sheets was there. They used to lift one sheet, put it under the press, blank it, and then again put it on the other side. He said, count how many they are able to blank in a minute. I counted, it was 10. He said, now you come tomorrow. Next day I went. Again the same job he was doing. He said, now come, how many he is doing? He was doing 25. I said, what you did? He said, nothing. Now I will explain to you. What he did, see, pack of sheets on left hand side, when you keep and full, it used to come to his height, means where the operator was sitting. So he was able to lift the sheet, put it under the press, blanket and put it on the other side. While putting it on the other side, he was required to bend because there were no sheets. Now what this fellow did, he went and purchased 2 lip springs, rejected lip springs of truck. And he had made 2 platforms. When this was heavy, it is to press and come to this side. When this was not heavy, it is to come up and come, it is to remain on this side. He was not required to bend on any of these sides. And because of that, his efficiency had gone up to 25. This is another thing which I learned. He used to give such 100 to 150 ideas to his company and save money by improving productivity, by improving quality, by improving finish. I have given you one, I have told you one incident, but like that he used to do. Now, after coming back, when I was in Germany in 72, I saw number of Japanese fellows used to come because I had gone there to visit exhibitions. So I used to go to all exhibitions. These Japanese fellows used to come with zoom lens cameras and photograph all those products. And they used to ship tons of literature from there. And you will not believe, first time Germany received colorful cars, Toyota, in Germany, and Volkswagen, which was one of their best companies, started incurring loss for next 4 years because Toyota was available at lower price and number of colors were available. Subsequently, Japanese almost removed name of Germany, Rollicard, Rollifax, these cameras, Japanese came in. Then 2-in-1 Grundig, all those things Japanese entered, and then subsequently in number of engineering fields, CNC machines, NC machines, they started entering. There also, these Japanese, they have one good quality that They also, the way in which Mr. Raisen said that you start from whatever somebody has developed, but you have to produce a better product. Japanese always believed in that. And the most important thing is, આપણે ગુજરાતીમાં કહીએ ને સ્વાભિમાન. These fellows are so good that once one of my cousins, who happened to be the executive director in Mahindra, he had gone to Japan and he was taking around in the shop. He found mistake of one worker. So he pointed it out with the help of the general manager. And that worker also admitted and he corrected the mistake. Next day when they were taking round, he wanted to go and see. This is our Indian habit, that we would like to see whether he has corrected or not. You will not believe that Japanese gentleman told him, don't go there, otherwise this fellow will create racket. He will not be able to take or accept this, because in Japan once you convey something, you need not try to correct him again. So that is the type of attitude which they have. Came back and started my unit. When I started, my father was very, very strict. You will not believe, in my 40, when he was there, 40 years, he never came to our factory. He told us, I will not interfere. You do whatever you like, but you are on your own. You are on your own. And the most important thing is that remember two things. Number one, if you want to become successful, if you remember these two, nobody will be able to beat. The first sentence was, keep your needs minimum. Keep your needs minimum. And number two was, always try to maintain quality and reliability. If you do this, nobody can defeat you in the market. We started in 86, we got first good chance. Again there we learned. First time in India, electric engines started going from Bombay to Delhi. 24 electric engines Jafar Sharif had purchased from ABB, and there was a tender from Railway Board. They wanted that somebody should develop panels to test electrical, pneumatic and electronic systems of railway engines. We were very small, but we had experience of making testing benches, so we got it. And because we were small, our price was 25% of all these big multinationals. So we received a call from Railway Board that you come and discuss with us what you are going to supply. I still remember, I could go to, in those days, we were very close, so I went to Nanubhai Amin and asked him that these fellows are going to fire. If they ask about our experience, I don't have any experience, what should I ask them? He said, no, you remain confident and you tell them that the moment he asks you, what is your experience? He says, don't ask this question, because after 50 years also, if you ask an Indian, what is your experience in this field? And if you are not given order to me, he will say, I don't have any experience. So best thing is, give me the order, I will make it. And you will not believe, they gave the order and asked one question, what support you want? I told them that, number one, I have to travel in electric engine 10 times from Bombay to Baroda to see what are the gadgets I have to maintain. And number two, which is very important, that I am very small, please give me first loco shed in Gujarat. They gave it in Valsad. And you will not believe, I still remember 13 February 1986, we got the order. And 25th March 1986, we supplied them 7 panels and commissioned that load. This also I want to tell you why I am referring all this. Because this dictate is nothing but research. And now India has got money and we have to do research. We are good in number of fields. See, space, we have scored over others and we need not go to anybody. Our Chandrayaan landed on south pole of moon, and you will not believe the cost of that complete expedition was hardly 1/5 of what NASA spent. Mangalyaan in first try, nobody was successful, India was successful. And like that, there are a number of things we have shown to the world that we are able to do. This is all deep tech. Because others were not able to do, we did it. Similarly in defense, Kargil war, we had Bofors gun. The range was 28 kilometers. You know, we now have developed gun where the range is 48 kilometers. 48 kilometers range. Like that, we have developed this light, compact fighter plane, Tejas, which is considered to be the smallest fighter plane available in the international market. But it is still at par with fighters of that class. We developed aircraft carrier. One metallurgist from Bombay, he told me that steel ships which were used for making this aircraft carrier are such that no torpedo can pierce the aircraft carrier. It will have dent, but it cannot get into the ship. Now all these things are deep. Basically, in India, there are at least 700 government organizations doing research in number of fields. The first I will talk is ISRO. ISRO is doing wonderfully well in so many expeditions and other things. The second is DRDO. DRDO has got 60 laboratories, and for defense they are doing so many things. Right now we are producing 1,25,000 worth of defense goods in our country. All this is possible because of DRDO. There are such at least 10 big organizations. I will name those organizations, and each one of them is really doing something good. The organizations are all IITs, if you take. They have startup funds and they are doing wonderfully well in all the fields. I was just reading about Madras IIT, and they have such a good facility, and they have developed, I think, 75 startups which have gone in the market, in the share market. Means they are successful and venture capitalists have invested money in them. Now similarly, there are organizations like CSIR, which is working in the field of environment, aerospace, life science, petroleum. Then there is an organization called ICMR. They are working in the field of medical. BARC in fundamental science and nuclear physics. ICAR in the field of agriculture and fisheries. And TIFR, we know Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, again in physics and fundamental research. NIF, which is in Gujarat, it is basically Innovation Foundation, National Innovation Foundation. Anybody wants to do some innovation, they are there to support you. So like that, and there so many offices, 700. And in last 5 years time, around, I think, 6,283 venture capitalists have started startups, which are working in deep tech. They are doing fundamental research. There are in all 1,50,000 startups in India in last 5 years. 1,50,000 startups, out of which these 6,283 startups are concentrating on deep tech. Means they are doing fundamental research. See, we should be proud of we have this in artificial intelligence. We have done number of things in India. Artificial intelligence, we know that it is basically nothing but we have to process and we have to have systems to make it sure that machine works like a human being. So we are using number of applications like Alexa is there, ChatGPT is there, then self-driven cars are there. Now we have shown to the world that our GPay and UPI system and Aadhaar card for 140 crore to manage. Government of India has really done wonderfully well in implementing that. Now, after doing all this, what I feel is, as I told you, more and more professors will have to come in touch with industry. Already IITs are doing. Already all these organizations are doing. Right now what is happening is, academicians in college, because funds are not available, they concentrate more on writing papers, helping students in writing papers. But now I think Government of India has also understood, and for deep tech, they will support them financially. I am not expert in this, but I feel that in most of the universities, at least IITs, they have sufficient fund to do deep tech work. India is 5th largest in filing patents every year. We are now filing around 1 lakh patents every year. Ahead of us are China, USA, Japan, Korea, and then India. So in all the fields, India has started showing that they can go into deep tech. For last so many years, you will not believe that we were in information technology, Infosys, Wipro, TCS, but they were in service organizations. They did not come out with any product of their own, but they were able to support number of products which were invented in US or in European countries. But now, I think India will be also able to have product of their own. Now, for all this, what is needed is lot of investment which Government of India has started doing. For example, for producing semiconductor chips, Government of India has invested 1,50,000 crore, and we have already come out with this first chip, Vikram, which is there, and they say within 2 years, when the plant will start running full-fledged, they will be making 7 crore chips per day. They will be making 7 crore chips per day. We need this chip for everything. For mobiles, for self-driving cars, for defense, for ISRO. Everywhere these chips are needed. But still we have a lot to do. Because for this chip, the silicon wafer we are still input. So we will have to do a lot of, deep tech is nothing but fundamental research, so we will have to do a lot of work to do all this. And I feel that we will be able to do. Before I end, I would like to tell 2 stories. these are stories from Buddhism. The first is thousands of years back. There was no Srushti, I will say. Srushti, barabar ne, Gujarati ma. No human being, no animal, no trees, nothing. Gods were sitting in heaven, they had a nice life. But after staying there for so many days, they started feeling bored. They said, we have to do something to keep busy. The way we retired persons can say that I have to remain busy. So they also thought like that. So they said that we will have to do something to keep ourselves busy. So one God was very creative. He said, we will develop this. Human beings, animals, trees, mountains, rivers. And we will have a department. Somebody will maintain human beings, somebody will maintain this. They were intelligent. So they said, we will try it out on a pilot scale. So when they were trying out on a pilot scale, they found that this is one area which needs attention, and that was human being. They said, they are very intelligent. Every day they are finding something new, and if we allow them to do like this, after 1,000 years, they may come to us and take away the power to govern the universe, which is not acceptable. So they started scratching their head, what to do. And then they decided that we go and hide this on Everest. So the other god said, you are mad. I have seen those handicapped ladies went up to Everest. So it is not safe. So that idea was kept aside. Then somebody said, we'll put it deep in the sea. So somebody said they have good submarines, and now even in Thailand and other parts they use submarines for tourists, take them down. So they can very easily find. Then one old god on the third day, he said, see, they are intelligent, but one thing I have seen, they don't see within them. So let us hide this power of governing the universe in them, they will never find. So they implanted that power of governing the universe in them, which we never try out. But only persons like Ambani's, Adani's, Gates, they try it out, or Murthy Sahib, and they really come up. Whereas others, we know that power is there, but we don't use it. So for deep tech, we have to certainly use that power. And they also told another story that one day, one Chela and Rishi Muni were taking a morning walk in the forest. One river came. So the Chela said, now I have stayed with you for so many years. I want to go out in open and convey this message to number of others. Please give me some success mantra which I can convey, because I have to attract public. So you give me some mantra. So that Rishi Muni said, let us cross this. And when we go, we will sit under that tree and I will give you the. When they were middle of the river, they were crossing the river, suddenly that Rishi Muni was strong. Suddenly he pressed that Chela's head under the water. That fellow was gasping for air. He tried. After some time, he pulled out his head. And then he started shouting at that Rishi Muni. I requested you to give me mantras, success mantras. Against that you were ready to kill me. What are you doing? I did not expect this from you. He said, whatever you expect, I will give you. Let us cross now. So they crossed and went and sat under the tree. He said, how did you feel when I was pressing your head down? You are asking me question which, what answer I should give? See, I was about to die. So only thing which I wanted was pull out and leave. So say, that was your desire? Yes, that was my desire. I wanted to live long. So remember, anything you want to achieve, you will be able to achieve, provided you have a strong desire. So what I want to say, that this word deep tech, engineering excellence, in India we say common sense. Let me tell you, I still remember those days, Damle Sahib, R.C. Desai Sahib. I still remember those days when in Baroda, from Kalpana Society on race course, we used to go walking to Sadhna office to see a movie. We used to do 46 kilometers cycling, go to college, come back, have lunch, again go back to college, get Irving office, stamp your card, go to airport, do flying, because I had a scholarship from Irving. Mafat ma badu, huh? Otherwise you cannot do, but હાથ ઊંચો કરવાનો અને એનસીસી માં કામ કરવાનો ફાયદા હતા, ઘણા ઘણા ફાયદા સિંગાપુર સુધી જવા દેતા હતા. પણ એની માટે તમારે એનસીસી નો પરેડ એટેન્ડ કરવી પડતી. So 46 kilometers. Nowadays, if I am sitting in my office at Natubai Circle and near Chakri Circle there is something which I want, I will ask my fellow, why don't you go and get that thing? After some time he will come and say, sir, there is no scooter right now. There is no scooter. Why I am telling you, I still remember those days. My partner Deepak, who also studied in MS University, a brilliant engineer, we used to stay in one house, 5 families were staying. Every Sunday, we used to note down what vegetable you need. Somebody will say, 2 kilo share bataka. Those were the days of shares. Somebody will say, run share ringna. Somebody will say, we used to take down, because in Khanderao market, the rate which was available in Sheri market, in the same rate, we used to get 5 shares. 5 shares. We used to fill up the bags and bring it and then distribute. Now, why I am telling you all this? All these words are very difficult. First time when Chemburkar said that he had to deliver a lecture on this subject, I said, please keep me away from this. I find it very difficult. Deep tech and engineering excellence. Because these words are, then I started understanding deep tech is nothing but research. Research of those things which are not available in the world. Okay, understood. Engineering excellence is make reliable and quality product with the help of research which they do. So I came up to this. Then came the third thing, Techade. So I started, what is this Techade? Then I found that Modi sir in 22 international conference had said, now India is in Techade, successful Techade. Techade is nothing, technology decade. So he coined this word. So now I understood that this is the subject on which I have to say. So again I am telling you, I don't see more of students here, but India has done wonderfully well in last 10 years time. We are really growing, but one thing I must say, that we will have to do original fundamental research. Right now, we are dependent on so many. Now I will give you 1 or 2 examples. Semiconductor project we have, but if we don't get silicon wafer from outside, we will not be able to do anything. All these things where we get battery-driven 2-wheelers and 3-wheelers, there the rare material, if we don't get from China, again everything will stop. We will have to do something. Madras IIT really helped Ashok Leyland by producing batteries with their zinc, not lithium. Like that, something substantial we will have to do, and we will have to make it sure that we don't have to depend on other countries. With this, at the end, I would like to say All this is possible because of all of you. The 70% of growth story in the world is the result of hard work of engineers. So, please give them a big hand. I will say 3 cheers for engineers. Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! Thank you very much.
Any question also? Anybody wants to ask anything?
आपका ये जो लेक्चर था बहुत अच्छा रहा। मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है कि जो यंग जनरेशन है, हम भी अपनी ज़िंदगी में फील्ड में काफ़ी काम करने के लिए उत्सुक रहते थे कि जब भी जॉब लगे तो फील्ड में कुछ जाके एक्चुअल में करें। पढ़ाई और एक्चुअल वर्किंग में थोड़ा डिफरेंस होता है। तो जब हम काम करेंगे तो समझ में आएगा कि भाई पढ़े कुछ और थे, काम कुछ और करना पड़ रहा है। तो ये चीज़ें हम फील्ड में समझ पाएंगे काम करने से। आज की जनरेशन जो है वो एसी इन्वायरमेंट में, कंप्यूटर में और जो ऑफिस में ऐसे ही वातावरण में काम करने को बाय हुक और क्रूक अगर कोई मतलब ऐसा जॉब चेंज करके या जैसे भी करना चाह रहे हैं, फील्ड में एक्चुअल जॉब जो है बच्चे लोग कम करना चाह रहे हैं। तो ये इंजीनियर्स में हमने काफ़ी पाया है कि यंग जनरेशन में ऐसी प्रॉब्लम आ रही है कि इसको कैसे आपके विचार से कैसे एड्रेस किया जाए, जो हमारे ख्याल से बहुत ज़रूरी है।
आपने सही बताया, ये बहुत चिंता का विषय है। मैं कल ही मेरे एक मित्र है, वो अभी 66 इयर्स ओल्ड है और एक ज़माने में HP के R&D के डायरेक्टर थे और उनको सिलिकॉन वैली का साइंटिस्ट ऑफ द ईयर अवार्ड आज से 8 साल पहले मिला था। 100% इंडियन है और जैसे आपके फीलिंग है वैसे उनके भी फीलिंग्स है। तो कल ही मैं बात कर रहा था, इस पे बात कर रहा था, तो बोलता है ये बताना भूलना मत कि कुछ भी ये कंप्यूटर वाले करे, ये ओल्डीज को उनको कंसल्ट करना ही पड़ेगा क्योंकि उनको प्रोग्राम ये लोगों ने किया है और धीरे धीरे ये सब लोग चले जाएंगे। जब इनको प्रॉब्लम आएगा तो कौन बताएगा। अभी सबसे बड़ी बात है, ये इंजीनियर समझते नहीं है कि अनलेस दे गो इन द फील्ड, द हैंड्स ऑन एक्सपीरियंस को कोई दूसरी दवा नहीं है। सी आफ्टर यू बर्न योर फिंगर्स ओनली यू कैन लर्न। एंड मैं अभी बताता हूं कि जितने सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलप होते हैं, अभी मेरी फैक्ट्री में मैंने 1995 में एक्सेल में सपोज ट्रांसफॉर्मर डिजाइनिंग का सॉफ्टवेयर बनाया, चलता है, फिर उसको आगे आगे उन्होंने बनाया, बट बेसिक्स हैव रिमेन्ड सेम एंड वो लोग डिजाइन करते हैं। अभी जो नए इंजीनियर आते हैं वो 10 मिनट में डिजाइन लेके आते हैं, डिजाइन बनता है, फिर उसको थर्ड पार्टी इंस्पेक्शन में बड़े बड़े लोग आते हैं, डिफेंस में से आते हैं, पावर ग्रिड में से आते हैं, और कहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम आती है तो मैं उनको प्रश्न पूछता हूँ, भाई इसका फ्लक्स डेंसिटी कितना है, करंट डेंसिटी कितना है। यू विल नॉट बिलीव, सुधीर भाई તમારું સોફ્ટવેર વાપર્યું છે। Now this is the type of answer which you get from fresh engineers because they are not exposed to all these ideas. What I feel is a designer, if he goes to the field and tries to compare results or performance of what he has designed with his design, he will be able to learn faster. मगर उनको कौन समझाए? ये बात आपने जो बताई वो सही है और मेरे को लगता है उसके लिए जैसे मेडिकल प्रोफेशन में है, देसाई साहब यहाँ बैठे हैं, दामले साहब यहाँ बैठे हैं, वैसे we have to make it compulsory for 2 years. Engineers will have to work in the field to make it sure that they understand the design with respect to the performance in the field. यही एक इलाज है. But we have to make it compulsory.
ये आपने सही बोला. मैं ओएनजीसी से रिटायर्ड हुआ. एक प्रमोशन के इंटरव्यू में मेरे से जो बोर्ड के लोग पूछे कि भाई आप क्या सजेशन, आपका रिटायरमेंट नज़दीक है, तो हमने बोला कि भाई कम से कम 10 साल 15 साल फिक्स करो फील्ड में काम करने के. फील्ड वाला काम जो आदमी करेगा वो रफ एंड टफ होगा और हो सकता है कि हमेशा आपके मन की उस टाइप की बात ना कर पाए या बांस का मक्खन ना लगा पाए. और प्रमोशन में आप जो है ये एसीआर और सिर्फ इसी चीज़ को देखते हैं, तो आप कंपल्सरी कीजिए कि आगे इस स्टेज के ऊपर का प्रमोशन तभी होगा जब आप 15 साल फील्ड में काम किए रहेंगे या 10 साल. कोई क्राइटेरिया फिक्स कीजिए, उसको फॉलो करिए. तो ये मैंने सजेशन दिया था. शायद ज़रूरत है समय की कि सबको ज़्यादातर जो कोर ब्रांचेज हैं उनके लोग जो है फील्ड में काम करें तो अच्छा है.
मुझे लगता है एक पीएम त्रिवेदी साहब है, उन्होंने अपने पोर में एक ट्रेनिंग इंस्टीट्यूट खोला हुआ है, एटलीस्ट फॉर इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियर्स. एवरीथिंग इज देयर वेयर दे कैन फील द प्रोडक्ट, दे कैन ट्राई आउट, दे कैन चेक द डिजाइन, ऑल दोज थिंग्स दे कैन डू. ये एक प्रयास है, उसमें जितना आप चाहते हो उतना तो होने वाला नहीं है. जितना आपके फील्ड पे जाके आदमी सीख सकता है इतना यहाँ पे नहीं सीख सकता है. मगर एक ऐसी स्कूल उन्होंने खोली जब उनको लगा कि इस तरह का कुछ फील्ड ट्रायल का उनको एक्सपीरियंस देने के लिए इंस्टीट्यूट खोलना चाहिए, तो उन्होंने खोला है. ત્રિવેદી સાહેબ, મને ખબર નહોતું કે તમે અહીંયા બેઠા છો. But what he says is correct. See, he made efforts. I have seen this center. It is just superb.
I have tried for 5 years.
Yes. But this is
each and every college, each and every director of the institute, each and every where I have tried. After that, since last 3 years I have stopped. Complete that investment is in that.
No, we are very sorry to know, all of us who are seniors, I think this is something which we should use. As I have told that even in engineering college, we have to make it compulsory that they have to go to such unit.
Not possible.
Not possible. He knows more than I accept it. ત્રિવેદી સાહેબ, તમે બોલ્યા એટલે ખલાસ, હવે આગળ નહીં બોલું.
Wireman to be, I have put. Wireman is training, they may be electrical.
Yeah. I have seen it is a very good center.
Sir, I have one question. I visited Singapore in 2015 in one conference and learned from Chinese people that every GIDC is assigned one educational institute. If they have any problem with the product or they want to go with the development, they can approach the concerned department professor and do research and invest money, and then they can develop a technology and patent that thing. They have established in around 2000 or 2001, and they have succeeded. Are you aware of such any policy in our country where the local GIDCs will be assigned an academic institute? Because we are always discussing academic industry interaction, but I always feel as an academician that we are lagging in that part. And when we approach any industry, they always try to say that, okay, fine, you carry out your fundamental research, this is a practical problem, you are not competent enough to do this kind of research.
What you are saying, I fully agree. In the past, R.C. Desai Sahib, Damle Sahib, I still remember that we took help of university and academicians in developing so many things. I am an electrical engineer. So I used to go to Professor Pathan regularly, A.K. Thakur regularly, to understand problems of my design. And they used to do one good thing. They never gave me ready-made design. What they said, you come with your design and I will find flaw with it. And then I will try to correct so that you will learn design. If I give you ready-made design of something, you will not learn. But subsequently now, as you have rightly said, so many engineering colleges and so many students and so many factories, this sort of drive is not there that we have to do fundamental, what you can say, study and develop something. Most of them are street smart, even industry workers, let me tell you. They would like to take ready-made solution and make something. So, very few industries which are really doing good products, they will come to universities to understand insulation, to understand flux density, to understand current density. Because we have forgotten in last 50 years number of things which we will be able to say. So, as he has rightly said, and you have said, I think we will have to do something that young generation uses more and more on expertise available in universities. Young generation tries to do more and more field trial and understand what they are designing and how it is performing. Then only they will be able to design better product or go into some. They don't understand. They say, I use the best software. I cannot do anything better than this. That should not be the answer. So, something we'll have to do. And only you are from university?
MS University.
Okay, then we will sit sometime and this particular message can be conveyed through chamber, which is in GIDC, that you are all available to help them. And by doing that, they will be able to improve the product. And for that, they don't have to have a very senior designer in their fight. All those things we'll have to convey. You have all the departments. And let us do something. I will speak to somebody in the chamber and we'll meet after this.
Good evening, sir. I am Sudhir Sharma.
Yeah.
I was General Manager in NTPC, looking after sustainable development. In fact, I became member of Institution of Engineers during late 70s.
Yeah.
And then onwards continuing.
Yeah.
Now here we are sitting plus 200 great engineers.
Yeah.
And even there are not 20, what I should say, young engineers or even students.
Yeah.
So what I feel, it is also failure of we as grandparents and parents. Why we are not making our generations to participate in such programs in large numbers. As you say, you've been in NCC. Yes, I have also been in NCC, NSS, Institute of Engineers, and so many voluntary platforms. In fact, we must come forward and motivate our grandchildren. Why we have not at least pick up few along with us for this program. Now, just I would like to share 2-3 things of NTPC. What really in this today's environment they are doing. NTPC is recruiting both to maintain the diversity, boys and girls, and it has made compulsory to put girls also in 24/7 duty. It is not only date shift or select few department. No, it is done now uniformly. They are to work as equals to their counterparts. Second thing, hard jobs or soft jobs doesn't matter. Third, nobody will be at a place or in a department for more than 5 years. So every 5 years, minimum 3 years, but maximum 5 years, there will be a change. So there is a change in assignment, there is change in responsibility. So all these things together, they are contributing in making the organizations change ready. And as a result, let me share with you, NTPC have developed many things. The first one, I would like to say, the floating solar systems. We have more than 10,000 water bodies across country, which are flooded with waters almost entire year. Now these surfaces we are unexploited. We are installing a huge solar systems everywhere, but 30% plus productivity is when we install them on water surfaces. So this experiment was done nowhere but else in our Hajira NTPC Kawas, wherein 1 megawatt station was initially developed and experimental during the year 2015-17. Now this scale up has gone up to 600 megawatt and it is approaching thousands megawatt in Omkareshwar Dam on River Narmada. So likewise, we have enough potential of solar systems floating on water surfaces as well as many. Now, same Kawas, the first hydrogen in India is produced there only using the first megawatt developed solar system. That produced green hydrogen is being now injected into PNG network and is being used since more than 2 years along with PNG for cooking. As a result, Government of India have approved the policy for injection of green hydrogen all over the India. The third one, recently NTPC has developed directly converted flue gas into fuel. I think no one have heard up to now. Flue gas directly converted into fuel. There is a 10 metric tons per day production going on since November 2024. And
Please come to the point.
Point is, organizations themselves are to be dynamic, and we as a parents and grandparents are to make our children to come out of soft environment, expose ourselves to realities of life, and contribute in the development and well-being of our country. Thank you.
See, the main one question in is if we compare the USA university, there the college universities are sponsored by the industries. Like Purdue University is there is Microsoft has taken care. Like that, each and every university has actually the industry support is there. Where they are giving the research assistancy, also staffs are given the projects and all those things. In our Indian policies are very dirty in education. Why we are not successful? Because you go to the South India, you go to the North India, or you go to the West India, 90% seats are of computer. And wherever the students are going, whether the staff is available or not, it is a business. You can talk of the Vellore Institute of Technology, where actually 90% students are of the computer only. They have said that we are having 8,000, 10,000 students, but out of that, 90% students are working, given admission in computer. I am directly in 3 places in the South college. They have all 90% seats are of the computer because they have started in IT, they have started in data center with data science, they have started in the these all different disciplines. See, undergraduate course, they will be having the specialization. Why these type of things are given in India? Why there is not there? You can give an elective, not as a discipline, as a computer, as a PE in the particular discipline. This is actually the policy where actually government earlier, the person is having a 60 intake, they give intake approval of the 360% without having the facility. See, these are the major problems which we never actually talk. We always talk of the students. They are actually, but the students who are going to some, the parents are guiding them. And the parents are always guiding to the students where they are getting better jobs, better opportunities. And that is the problem here. Actually, the mechanical engineering department, the electrical engineering, okay, but even civil and the metallurgy, the students are not going. The engineering college, they are running the college. They are very actually to run the college to make some better profit and all those things. But our actually India, it has become a business. Every college, why there so much intake has been even increased in that. There should be a limit that if the course in the USA you go in an institute, very good institute. Before 20 years, whatever is intake is there, today the same intake is there today. So we are actually, this policy is wrong. That is why actually I said
Good evening, everybody. I am Raghavendra Shastri. I have worked more than 40 years in the construction of power transmission lines across India, and sometimes I have spent in Africa also. So what I have, many of you people may agree, I have whatever I have observed, that these days even some civil and electrical fresh graduates, they prefer to work in IT because of physical comfort in AC environment and all that. So why they are not able to work in field? Because of their health. Health issues are, lot of health issues are there, and that because of they have never spent sufficient time in playgrounds when they were in colleges or schools. I strongly feel that our young generation but they must spend a lot of time on these playgrounds and this type of activities like we did in when we were students in 70s and 80s, like that. So who will agree with this? I would like to know. Thank you.
Myself, KG Saab. I think everybody has heard the Tor for Jor. Right? Basically, I have promoted this activity at the school level. Now, whatever the sir has told, I have already planned for such activity in the college. Because if you are blaming the students, you are not blaming yourself. You are not giving the chances or areas to be available to the students. How they will select? For example, if I am getting the job, I am getting the money, I prefer that branch only. But you have not shown the student to what are the things to be available in the market. So, my suggestion that which I have started for implementing for the engineering student, just like for the student Tor for Jor, similar way I have planning to different activities for the college students, so they can understand the engineering concept, whatever they are learning and how they are implemented. So next step, what they have to think, if already in the market these products are available, this fundamental is already implemented, now how I can make a new product, how I can make the new concept and new product for the future. So my suggestion is that those who expert engineers are here are available, so they can give their inputs. I am ready to accept all the inputs, all the gadgets, different questions are available, and we can connect with the different engineering college and start with this, such concept to be understood by the engineers. So my suggestion is all academics may not be able to go to the industry, so at least they can incorporate the small gadgets. For example, you take the electric motor. There is no practical demonstration available for electrical engineer. First, when electrical engineer will go into my job, then first time they see the electric motor of high capacity. But they have already understood the concept. But what something is happened differently, they have not learned in the college. So my suggestion is that the academic has to make the sub changes in the syllabus that they can get the practical field. So when engineer becomes then they can have approximately 50% of knowledge available and implemented. So I am ready to support those academics, those who are interested, I am ready for that. I have started first activity in the Parul University. In the electrical department, I am starting this activity. Thank you.
Last question, yeah.
हेलो गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन। हम लोग का फर्स्ट सेशन है यहाँ पे पारुल यूनिवर्सिटी के स्टूडेंट्स आए हैं एंड जैसे कि आप लोगों ने बोला कि इंडस्ट्री में हम लोग को हैंड्स ऑन एक्सपीरियंस जो है वो नहीं मिलता। जैसे कि मैं अभी तक 3 इंटर्नशिप कर चुका हूँ, समर इंटर्नशिप, बट आज तक मुझे एक भी मशीन को छूने तक का मौका नहीं मिला है। क्योंकि जैसे एक कंपनी में काम किया था सेको शिवम, जो कि सीमेंस के लिए प्रोडक्ट्स डिज़ाइन करती है, तो वहाँ पे जो येलो लाइन होती थी, जिसके क्या बोलते हैं सेफ्टी लाइन जो होती थी, उसके पीछे खड़े रहते थे। तो 2 महीने तक मैंने सिर्फ मशीन को काम करते हुए देखा है, ना कभी किसी मशीन को छूने दिया गया था। जैसे कि सर बोल रहे हैं कि उन्होंने इलेक्ट्रिकल डिपार्टमेंट में शुरू किया है, तो मैकेनिकल में भी करे तो अच्छा लगेगा।
Thank you, audience, and thank you, sir. To express gratitude, I invite Dr. Hireni Mankodi, Honorable Secretary, IEI Vadodara Local Center, to present a certificate of appreciation and memento to Mr. Sudhir Chemburkar. Please be seated. Audience. I request the audience to settle down for the concluding statement. Now I request Dr. Hireni Mankodi to deliver the vote of thanks acknowledging to today's event. Thank you.
Okay, so first of all, I get the opportunity to say happy Engineers Day. What we are giving to the world? We are building the world, we are creating the world, we are making the world beautiful, we are innovating the things, we are making it digital, and the most important, we are providing the environment to the human being which is safe, smart and sustainable. And that is what we engineers are doing. Now that we know we are doing, so what my message to the society? My message to the society is that we engineers have putting a lot of hard work, our heart, our mind and our soul in creating all the beautiful thing or the innovative thing what you see around. Please don't destroy or destruct it. That is your own thing. So please value the engineers and the creation of that, and also be the thing which is for you. With that, I will thank you all for you today for attending this day, Engineers Day, and be with us. And I especially thanks our speaker, first of all, who has given I think so he has shown the 85 years of legacy of his family. That what I have found in his speech. And first time I have seen that people are here for more than an hour without any presentation. So that is a real example of not a chat GPT. Okay?
Correct.
So thank you very much, sir, for your nice talk. I also thank all our executive member and our chairman, sir, Ambikesh Bhai, especially Keyur Bhai, and all for helping us to make this program successful. And I will not forget to say thanks to all the senior citizen and the gurus of our MS University, because I am from also MS University, that they are today with us, and it is a really great pleasure for us. So with this, I will thank you all who directly, indirectly associated with this program. Thank you. Also, I would like to say, sir, Sudhir sir, to acknowledge this Dimai for the good handling the whole seminar and all that. Okay, dinner is waiting for you.
Audience, please kindly wait for the national anthem. Just a minute, please, sir. Sir, yeah. Please proceed for the dinner. Thank you.